Saffron. What's up, tubers? Welcome back to the channel. That's what I'm doing. Doing a little bit of saffron. Deciphering. That's what my brother and I always call it when we're on the job. Looking at blueprints or whatever. Saffron. Trying to figure out what to use, where to cut, what to save. We'll make these taillights work on this thing with this cool turbo exhaust rear panel that makes it look like, you know, the rear portion bumper of the car has been removed, and that's, you know, what's behind it, just the subframe sheet metal or whatever. That's really about it. It's pretty basic. I was looking, you know, at all the fitment of everything else and prepping all the edges and the burrs and getting everything cleaned up and sorted. And the last thing that I was doing was fitting the body kit, you know, where it's going to line up, and then I traced underneath it behind these fenders to see, you know, to see if I needed to cut it, to clearance it. And it's so nominal. Not only is it so nominal, I mean, that big gap that you see there was because of the big gap under the fender that I was kind of pushing the pen in there. It was overkill, basically. Because the way these line up, there's, you know, little clips and pins, and they literally just not snap to you, but they're made for this car, for this kit. Very cool. So, I mean, as I said, I looked at it and it's nominal. And not only that, the wheels, tires that I'll be replacing, that's the stock kit wheel and tire, which is that's a great addition to the stash. That's going to look fantastic on something else. But then the set that the kit comes with, I've painted up a set of these in different colors, and they look great. But they're actually a little bit smaller. So I'm not going to worry about this at all. No cutting. I'm gonna glue it on and hope for the best. I mean, I looked at the instruction sheet and it didn't show anything about cutting at all. And the way these all clip together, I'll just get my hands out of the way and show the instruction sheet. That, you know, that it there's a spot for a spot. You know what I mean? Pinned registry. So that makes it so that all I really have to do is get the taillight back in there and then figure out how much of this bumper, if any, I'm going to keep, because of what's exposed afterwards. There's kind of a gap in there. It's a drift car, so I'm not really that concerned with. I mean, it has the bumper removed. Come on. You know, the only thing that I see that I could do would like to cut that little tab off, to cut this piece off, and then glue that under there to hide a little bit. I might do that. And I also might not. I might just actually start gluing this stuff together and put some paint on it. As far as the kit itself goes, wow, fantastic. I mean, if you like these cars and, you know, you like these types of kits, get one. It's all new tool. I mean, obviously, because it's a new car. Kind of newer technology designs. I really appreciate how the Tamiya stuff, the way it's engineered, the way it goes on the sprue. I really should have saved one for a visual example. You know, the way the injection ports and where everything goes, the way they've designed it from the beginning, all of your things that get cut off, anything that has like a you know, something that gets nipped off, most always it winds up in a spot that is not visible. You're not going to see it, which leaves makes the preparation part so much easier. It's so much cleaner as opposed to some of the other kits that we build. The 3-letter ones. Let's just leave it at that. I don't want to bag on anybody, but you know what I'm saying. Just the way everything cleaned up. That's all I used. just a little bit of trimming, you know, a little shave off the spot, like where you, as long as you cut it tight to begin with, and then just shave off where it was connected. There, that was it. There's no pile of styrene dust on the table. For doing a fab build, that's pretty good. I cannot recommend these higher. So anyways, I'm kind of rambling at this point. At this point, that's what this entire video is. I'm going to ramble at the camera, and some people might even listen. I've got everything all set to go. I feel good about where it lines up, the way it looks, my connection points. This here is the only little fab decision thing I have left to do. It might just be as simple as cutting that little piece off right there and gluing it to the bottom so that the body doesn't show as much. I don't want to overthink it, That's one thing that I've kind of learned with this, is that you get to a point where you're doing something, and like saying you're fabbing something out and you make a mistake, like you melt something or you cut a hole too big, or it can be a drag, but whatever. In the end, once you paint over it or whatever and put it on the shelf and stand back, and once it's parked next to the other models, it's fine. It's just plastic, man. So, kind of with that being said, you can see my colors. I've only really got two, 2 or 3. There's going to be black, so whatever the body color is. I know I'm just not leaving it out yet. Some chrome and some metal. That's really it. And I've got some decals. I dug in my stash and chose some cool stuff that'll make it look even cooler, like carbon fiber hood. Oh, carbon fiber. Oops, sorry about the camera there. Maybe do the fenders in carbon fiber color. I don't know. We'll see. But that's really about it. Great kit. I'm gonna put the slideshow of where I got to this point, and watch it, don't watch it. I'm gonna get the glue out and start putting this thing together and run it through the paint process. That's about it. Thanks for watching.